hearing this right now is for the chosen ones. God warned you that you are about to go crazy. You have finally arrived to the shift that you have been anticipating, and this is the last stage. It's not a coincidence that you're watching this right now. You are not merely seeing change. Rather, you are the change that is occurring now. The reason that God has brought you here is because a significant event is taking place in your life, and the things that are going to happen to you will leave you speechless. This more than surpasses anything you have asked for in the past. You are moving from a state of desire to one of having. The things that were before out of your reach are about to become a part of your everyday life. Your aspirations are coming to fruition at a rate that is faster than you could have ever anticipated. God is opening doors. However, in order for this shift to take place, alignment is necessary, and it is now time for you to commit to the completeness of your change. Okay, this is when things start to get serious. This is not a journey that we are on alone. We have a responsibility to assist one another as the chosen ones. This is a place where we are able to spread love, provide assistance and direction, and build each other up, because God desires for us to flourish as a community. The only way we can do this is by providing support to one another. This community will reach its full potential with the help of one another's support and the energy that we share with one another. I need you to take 3 important steps right now before we delve into this powerful message. Hit that like button to demonstrate that you are prepared for this divine shift. Subscribe to help us reach 15,000 subscribers. And leave a comment with the number 55 to ensure that this message is amplified and that the energy is spread throughout the universe. It is important to keep in mind that your support in the comments is more than simply encouragement. It is an indication that you are contributing to the formation of this holy movement. Together, we will rise, and together, we will offer love, guidance, and transformation to each and every member of our community for the betterment of all. Collectively, we are more powerful. It is impossible to halt the power that we possess as a group, and if you are willing to rise with us, your life will never be the same again. Let's get down to business. You, the one who has been chosen, are currently experiencing a heavenly transformation in your life. What you are going to go through is not something that you should be afraid of, but rather something that you should welcome with open arms. This is not a shift that occurred all of a sudden. Rather, it is the divine transformation that was intended for you from the very beginning. You are the one who has been chosen just for this moment, and God has prepared the groundwork for a profound awakening. At first glance, the way forward could appear to be ambiguous, but have faith that each step is being directed by a greater power. At this very moment, you are about to liberate yourself from the constraints that have previously prevented you from achieving your actual divine destiny. Your current sensations are just the beginning. They are a stirring that is occurring deep within your spirit. In a sense, it is a calling that you cannot put off. You have been getting ready for this new chapter by going through everything that has happened to you up until this point. Don't just watch, be part of the journey. Hit subscribe now and step into your purpose. The best is yet to come. If you feel the abundance of divine love filling your heart, now is the perfect time to share it. By clicking the super thank you button on YouTube and contributing $100 or more, you can help spread God's blessings far and wide. Your offering will not only touch your own life, but also reach countless souls through this platform. Each of you holds a sacred place in God's magnificent plan, and your generosity will be the answer to many prayers. Take action now. Share your blessings to honor His kingdom. For you were created to accomplish even greater works through His loving hands. May God's grace be with you. It's possible that you're experiencing feelings of anticipation, a profound awareness that something huge is about to take place. Your previous self is ready to be shed, and a new self that is more self-sufficient is beginning to emerge. Your perspective on the world will shift, and you will see it through a new lens. You will begin to see the world differently. Currently, you are undergoing a transition. This is not only a phase. You shouldn't be concerned if it seems overwhelming. Every time there is a change, there is a mixture of enthusiasm and uncertainty. Be conscious of the fact that the winds of change are driving you towards something extremely remarkable. The hand of God is at work, directing you through every instance of progress and every struggle that you face. The preparation for something that is much more significant than you can ever fathom is what you are currently experiencing. You are about to experience a period that is not only going to be wild, unpredictable, and exhilarating, but also profoundly altering. At this point, the time has come. Suddenly, your spiritual awakening is not a far-off dream. Rather, it is occurring immediately at this very moment. For reasons that you might not be able to comprehend, the very foundation of your being is going through a significant transformation. There is a possibility that you will start to experience odd new sensations, heightened awareness, and a profound connection to the cosmos. It's almost as if the curtain has been drawn back, and you're starting to see life for what it really is. You are coming to terms with your genuine purpose, and along with that comes the ability to alter all that is going on around you. Despite the fact that this awakening might not be accompanied by pyrotechnics or other spectacular displays, it will be indisputable. You may find that you are suddenly more in tune with your intuition and that you are able to perceive things that you have never sensed before. The spiritual senses that you possess will become more acute, and you will start to have the impression that the world is more than what it seems to be. If you feel God's presence, you can tap the join button below to become part of the first chosen ones and receive the most important revelations early. Having this awakening comes with a significant responsibility, which includes the ability to differentiate between truth and deception, the fortitude to remain steadfast in your own convictions, and the bravery to have faith in the inner guidance that is currently becoming more transparent. In order to go beyond the illusions that the material world presents, it is important to embrace the spiritual reality that is already present inside you. The opportunity to live with a stronger sense of purpose and clarity is extended to you by this awakening. As soon as you become aware of the almighty power that you possess, there is no going back. Because of the metamorphosis that you are currently going through, it will be impossible for you to return to the previous state of affairs. The old routines, the old uncertainties, and the old worries will begin to go, and they will be replaced by a newly discovered sense of self-assurance and clarity. Because of this, you will no longer feel the need to conform to the expectations of society or seek approval from other people. Instead, you will begin to create your own route, one that is in harmony with the most profound truths that you have and the divine calling that you have. You will be able to make decisions from a place of inner strength. This will be made possible by your spiritual progress. Your ability to remain steadfast in your convictions, even when many around you do not comprehend them, will suddenly become much simpler. Because of this, you will start to trust yourself on a level that you have never gone through before. There is a wonderful thing about the shift that is going to take place in your life, because it will jolt you to your very core. It is not often that divine developments are peaceful or simple. Despite the fact that they are loud, forceful, and even chaotic at times, clarity can be found in the chaos that they create. It is through the shaking that you will learn the actual extent of your power. The life that you have been living up until now is going to be turned upside down, and although it may feel disturbing at times, have faith that this change is bringing you closer to your higher purpose. You have no control over this change, which is one of its most attractive features. It is not necessary for you to try to push it, fight it, or dread it. Just let it take place as it will. Everything that you go through, everything that you feel, and all that you learn is a part of the grand design that God has in store for you. In this moment, it is important to have complete and unwavering faith in the process of your spiritual development. The transitions that you are going through are very important because they will bring you closer to your divine nature. It is normal to feel fear whenever there is a change, and this is especially true when the change is as significant as the transformation that you are about to undergo. The most important thing, however, is that you should not be afraid of it, because this transformation is coming directly from God. It was a part of a divine plan that had been put into motion a very long time before you were even aware of it. This is not a happy accident or a product of chance. It is not a random twist of fate. You are being molded into the person you were always intended to be by the will of God, which is at work in you. Recognize that this shift is intended to facilitate your development and advancement. This transformation is bringing you closer to something that is both beautiful and powerful. And the plan that God has for you is far more expansive than you are able to fathom. If you are willing to acknowledge the divine purpose that lies behind your transformation, then fear will have no place in your heart. Instead, you will be filled with faith, knowing that everything that is taking place in your life is happening for your highest good from the very beginning. You will notice a shift in your capacity to communicate with authority, which is one of the most significant improvements you will encounter. When you speak your truth, you will no longer be uncertain of what you are saying or reluctant to do so. Whenever you have a spiritual awakening, the words that you speak will carry the weight of divine power. After you have finished speaking, it will be as if the truth itself is pouring out of your mouth. As you begin to perceive the world through the lens of divine wisdom, the words that you speak will reflect this newfound perspective. Those around you will observe a shift in the manner in which you communicate. Deception will no longer be tolerated by you, and your capacity to differentiate between truth and lies will be sharper than it has ever been. When you talk, you will do it with clarity, self-assurance, and purpose. They will be able to heal, be lifted up, and be inspired by the words that you speak to others around you. Prepare yourself for a revelation of divine might on a scale never seen before. When you awaken on a spiritual level, one of the most remarkable adjustments you will experience is the ability to see through falsehoods and deception. You are no longer going to be deceived by the illusions that used to cause you to look blind. People will be unable to trick you because your intuition will become so powerful that it will be difficult for them to do so. In addition to having the clarity to navigate life with a fresh sense of purpose, you will be able to detect when something isn't quite right. Utilizing this enhanced capacity for discernment will provide you with a significant advantage. With the knowledge that you are seeing the reality of every circumstance, you will be able to make decisions with a greater degree of self-assurance. No longer will you allow yourself to be influenced by the ideas or false narratives of others. Dear brothers and sisters, may the peace of God fill your hearts today. I come to remind you of a profound truth. Our lives are firmly established in God's divine purpose, untouched by the fleeting worries of this world. As Scripture tells us, give, and it will be given to you. A good measure, pressed down, shaken together, and running over, will be poured into your lap. Luke 6:38. Like the mighty oak whose roots are planted deep in rich soil, our foundation is anchored in God's eternal truth. Every move we make, every stand we take, is upheld by His enduring strength. Today, you have the opportunity to participate in this divine blessing. By clicking the Super Thank You button and offering a gift of $50, you will sow into a harvest that will return to you many times over in God's abundant grace. Please don't let go of your grips, because the way you know life is about to undergo a transformation that is truly spectacular. Through the changes that you are going through, you are getting ready to fulfill your full potential. You have reached a point in your life where all of your efforts, hardships, and progress have come together to catapult you to a new level of achievement, fulfillment, and divine purpose. Things are about to take an extraordinary turn for the better. This is not merely a fleeting high, rather, it is a new way of going about things. All of the things that you have learnt and all of the difficulties that you have encountered have been building up to this time. In order for you to achieve new heights, you will be provided with the wisdom, power, and divine guidance that you need. The old you is undergoing a transformation, and the new you is going to shine in ways that you could never have imagined were possible. The road that lies in front of you is not intended to be a typical one. It is not predetermined that you will go through life in the same manner as other people, in spite of the fact that the world will make an effort to direct you toward the usual path, that is, what is anticipated, what is safe, and what is familiar. You are being called to something that is more significant. They are not able to fit in. Rather, they stick out from the crowd. Your purpose in being here is to liberate yourself from the constraints and standards that the world strives to impose on you. Perhaps in the days ahead, you will experience a sense of being tugged in a different path than everyone else around you. It is possible that you will find yourself calling into question the very institutions and traditions that appeared to be indisputable and robust in the past. This is the divine calling that is within you, encouraging you to chart your own route, to establish a path that is in alignment with the deepest desires that your soul has. If you feel God's presence, you can tap the join button below to become part of the first chosen ones and receive the most important revelations early. Something extraordinary is taking place within you. A surge of confidence that is beyond anything you have ever experienced is starting to take root. It is no longer necessary for you to second-guess your choices or be concerned about what other people think. This newly discovered bravery is a result of your divine connection, and it bestows upon you the ability to make choices that are in accordance with who you truly are. As a result of your decision to step into your power, you are gaining an unbreakable faith in both yourself and the path you have chosen. Fears and uncertainties that once prevented you from moving forward will no longer be able to hold you back. Because of your spiritual awakening, you will be able to make decisions with clarity and conviction, led by the wisdom that comes from this awakening. Whether it's a shift in your employment, a decision you make for yourself, or a daring move in your life, you will have more faith in yourself than you ever had before. As the intensity of your spiritual transformation increases, You will start to experience the changes, not just in your mind and soul, but also in your own body. You are transforming into a vessel of spiritual power, and the manifestation of this transformation will take place in ways that defy your expectations. It is possible that you will have bodily sensations that accompany this awakening. Your body will become more sensitive to the divine energy that is flowing through you. It is possible that you will experience a surge of energy and a sense of renewed vitality, as if a fresh source of vitality has entered your existence. It is as if the very cells in your body are being energized by this divine energy, which enables you to tap into increased power, endurance, and intuition from within yourself. It is important to pay attention to how your body reacts to this transition, because it will advise you in ways that cannot be adequately expressed via words. It is during this time of transition that you will start to experience a change in your feelings, possibly in ways that you are unable to fully express. There will be a change in the way you perceive the world, and your comprehension of life will further develop. There is a possibility that you will experience a sense of dislocation, as if you no longer belong in the places or relationships that you previously did. This feeling of being different is not a sign of ill fortune. Rather, it is an indication that you are being called to something more significant. However, you are not destined to live the typical life that most people do. What is taking place right now is a manifestation of the remarkable that is meant to happen to you. It will appear that the everyday world is becoming progressively distant from your newly discovered sense of self. From your long-standing routines and beliefs to the people in your immediate environment who might not be able to comprehend the transformations you are going through, you will start to question everything. There is a period of time when many people who have been chosen have the feeling of being the black sheep of their families or communities. You might have always had the experience of feeling strange, out of place, or misunderstood by the people who are closest to you. However, I want to make it clear to you that the sensation of being the only one in the group is not an accident. Your awakening to your divine mission is a sign that you are on the right path. You are exceptional, and the fact that you are one of a kind is what distinguishes you from others for the significant work that you are destined to undertake. If you are classified as the black sheep, it indicates that you are not intended to adhere to the expectations of the world. You are being urged to pursue your own path, even if it means that you will experience periods of solitude along the way. You may find that other people do not comprehend your path, but this is because they are not intended to do so. The moment will come when they will realize that you are not merely unique. Rather, you are divinely selected. You are destined for something that is truly special. It is possible that you will come across others who will criticize you, misunderstand you, or even hurt you with their comments when you take the first steps on this spiritual path. It is possible that this will cause you discomfort at first, but in actuality, it is a sign that your divine power is beginning to emerge. It is important to understand that when you start to align yourself with your actual purpose, it has the potential to cause discomfort in those individuals who are still stuck in the mundane world. The transition you are undergoing is testing their views, and as a result, they may respond with words or acts that are cruel, not because of your value, but because of their incapacity to comprehend the enormous changes that are taking place within you. This is not a reflection of your worth. Please be aware that the words that they have spoken are nothing more than a mirror of their own anxieties and insecurities. As you enter the final stage of your metamorphosis, you will discover that your ability to concentrate and your power are unmatched. In the future, you will have the ability to focus on your objectives with a level of intensity that has never been attainable before. It will be easy for you to think clearly, your spirit will be robust, and you will experience an inner drive that propels you toward the mission you have set for yourself. Your attention will not be diverted from the way that lies ahead by anything. These newly discovered powers and concentration are gifts from God, and you are free to make good use of them. When you are in accordance with your divine purpose, you will attract opportunities, people, and resources that are in alignment with that purpose. But along with this power comes the responsibility of remaining true to both yourself and the objective you have set for yourself. Your family, your friends, or even society should not be able to prevent you from achieving your goals. Currently, this is your moment, and you possess the power to triumph over any challenges that may stand in your way. Now is the moment to share God's blessings by clicking the Super Thank You button on YouTube. With a donation of $100 or more, you can actively participate in His divine mission and contribute to His greater plan. Every offering you make reflects the boundless generosity of God, and I trust it will return to you abundantly, far exceeding your hopes. Always remember, His protection and blessing accompany your every step and every act of giving. You are a vital part of His sacred design. You are strong and radiant, steadfast like His mighty rock. Experience God's miracles, feel the rewards of your generosity deep within your soul, and shine your light with boldness and faith. May you be richly blessed, and may the light of the Lord continually guide your journey. You have always had a deep-seated understanding that there is more to life than what is initially apparent. At this point, it is time for you to access the most profound levels of the potential that is inside your human spirit. The spiritual evolution that you are experiencing is not merely a phase. Rather, it is a total metamorphosis that will bring you to new levels of consciousness and comprehension. Your higher self is urging you to acknowledge and accept the full extent of your spiritual ability, which will bring about a more profound connection to the divine. During the course of the evolution process, you may experience feelings of intensity because it requires you to let go of outdated practices, limiting beliefs, and anxieties that are no longer serving your higher purpose. You will be able to walk into the fullness of your genuine self as you come to terms with the things that no longer fit you. It is time for you to assume your place at the center of the spiritual revolution that is on the horizon. This revolution will be powerful. It's not only a change in my own life, it's a change in the entire world. You are being asked to set an example for others to follow, while the society around you moves toward a greater level of consciousness. The power that lies dormant within you is only waiting to be released, and now is the moment to take on the part that you were made to play from the beginning. It is possible that you are experiencing an increasing sensation of restlessness, as if there is something within you that is on the verge of escaping. That is due to the fact that your full strength is getting ready to arise. For what seems like an eternity, you have been working for this moment, and now is the time to take action. Your job is very clear: to motivate other people to take a stand and acknowledge the spiritual power that is inside them. If you feel God's presence, you can tap the join button below to become part of the first chosen ones and receive the most important revelations early. Since the beginning of time, the universe has been working behind the scenes to direct you toward your best good. And at this very moment, it is aligning in ways that you might not even completely comprehend. The conditions that are optimal for your development, success, and fulfillment are being created by forces that are not apparent to you, and they are happening in perfect harmony.